What is up, YouTube? It is Tuesday night going into Wednesday morning. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at Ethereum, Litecoin, and XRP. Well, for a good part of the day today, I'd say a majority part of the day today, all the coins were red, and they were red yesterday. It was basically a day of consolidation, but within the last hour, it seems like XRP, Ethereum, Litecoin, the top blue chip tokens have really, actually coins, I'm sorry, coins have really started taking off. So we're starting to see some movement here, and it's starting to get exciting because XRP has actually gone up a little bit here. Um, if I see XRP, like say, start going up to 35, 40, if I see it really pick it up, I would consider transferring $50 into XRP and maybe playing around with it, see what happens. So, but remember, we're still kind of in a consolidation phase right now. We're kind of we're pumping a little bit right now. I mean, where's this gonna go? I really don't know, but don't get into it thinking like, okay, this is it right here. This is where we're going to start. I mean, there's a good chance it could continue to go up. I think this is going to be from what I'm hearing, this is going to be a prolonged rally. This is going to be, we were in a stagnated bear market for the past, 6 months. We finally have pulled out of it, and I think we're going to be bullish for the next at least couple of months. So if I were you and you were a holder of Ethereum like I am, or any of these coins, I don't know, unless you got in, like for say Bitcoin, unless you got in at about say 7,500, maybe 65 to 7,500, and you're just now wanting to take profits, hey, that's cool. But say if you just got in at about 8,500 or 9,000, I don't know if I would I don't know if I'd be selling out right now. I would be waiting till Bitcoin hits at least 10 grand because, like I said last night, I think this is just the tip of the iceberg. I think it's going to continue to rally. I think we're going to continue to go up. And some people are still saying we're going to see parabolic movement, which I'm not really all for as a long. I myself am a long, so I would rather see a slow and steady pace up to the upside as opposed to, I don't know, going for Ethereum, going from 191 all the way to 240 and then back all the way back down to 191 again. To me, for those folks who are in it for just a few minutes and they want to make a fast buck, hey, that's great for them. But for people like me, I would rather see a little bit of a slower pace, something that's going to grow in time, but not go crazy or go wild and be 1,000 one day and then 200 the next. I mean, for me, that's not building a solid foundation. We need to consolidate out for a while. We need to let it sit around the 190 to 200 range. We need to let it build support because if volume all of a sudden dries up and money start leaving these exchanges, guess what's going to happen to the price? It's going to collapse. It's going to drop back down to the last. It's going to drop down. It's going to drop back down to the last known support level, which is about 131 to about 150, which is just about a week or two ago. I mean, it really wasn't that long ago that it was at that price, and believe me, if we don't build enough support level for this, it could easily do that again. I mean, don't think for 1 minute, oh, we're never going to see 130 again. You can absolutely, I mean, I've seen parabolic drops. They call them flash sales. I've seen Bitcoin drop $700 within a span of just a couple of minutes. I mean, it's crazy, guys. It can happen. You could get one of these big whales that, they buy a whole bunch of coin, and then all of a sudden they all sell off at once, and that's what causes the price to tumble. And then people panic, and then they start selling like crazy. So don't get used to these prices being up like this. These are not sustainable prices. They're going to eventually, I don't know when yet, but I do have a feeling they're going to fall back to their support levels. Right now, this is fun. I like seeing it up high like this, but just like that wave, if it doesn't have any support underneath it, if the wave it'll just disintegrate like sand. It'll just fall apart. So we got to let the market charge itself up. It's got to take more than just a couple of days. We need at least a good week for this market, just sideways trading. Just a good week of sideways trading, maybe a good month. I don't really know how long it takes to really set a price. How long does it take to really set a support? How do you get from 130, or actually for Bitcoin, how do you get from 7,500 to 8,000? I think that's about your support level. Between 6,500 and 8,000, that's about your support level. How do you get it to go from that level all the way to 9,000 plus? We want to build our support level from 9,000 to 9,400. Once you start cracking that $9,400 barrier, get above our resistance right now is around 94 to 9,500. When it gets close to that, if it doesn't have enough push to get it over that hump, what happens is it gets rejected, and that's why the price goes down. Every time you get close to that price, if you don't have that extra power behind it to push you over the edge, it's going to continue to go down. So we got to build support, and it just takes time, guys. I mean, the investing game takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of patience. You basically have to try. It's hard for me to do it, but you got to try to forget that you have it. You can't just be like one of these people that are like, well, I'm going to drop $1,000 on XRP today, and I hope that it goes up $100 or it makes me have $100 in profits in one day. I'm sorry, guys, but it's not going to do that. These coins, they have their periods of time where they go up, and then they have their periods of time where they just do sideways trading, which means they basically do nothing. So you got to have the stomach for it. You can't be a weak hand. You can't go on these message boards. It's entertaining. It's entertaining to see what people are saying, but you got to take what these people say with a grain of salt. You can't look at a post on Twitter and see that some guy was like, "Oh, Bitcoin is about to drop back to 3,000. Bitcoin's about to drop back to 6,500." You got to ask yourself, well, who is the source behind this information? What proof does he have? You got to ask them, what proof do you have to back this up? What proof do you have? Where did you get your information stating that Bitcoin was going to drop from, $9,000 to $6,500? Those people are what they call bashers. A lot of these people are paid by certain groups to just sit there all day long. I've read on some of my stock message boards when I used to mess with stocks, there would be people that said they would get paid every post, every negative comment. Like if there was a certain stock that was hot for one day and there was a lot of volume, these people would literally get paid, say 10 cents every time they posted a negative post. Like they could be some Joe Blow like me sitting in their basement and being like, oh, so and so stock is about to have a reverse split. When this person is just pulling that out of their butt, they have no, please excuse my vulgarity, but they have no proof, no way of backing up what it is they're claiming. So unless somebody can provide some kind of proof to me that, hey, you better be aware that this stock or this coin is going to fall to $6,500 tomorrow. What I'm trying to tell you is, don't believe everything you see. Really, before you decide to pull the trigger and sell your coin because some joker told you that Bitcoin is going to fall tomorrow, think in the back of your head that this is probably either somebody who's getting paid to say that and they have no earthly idea, or they could be somebody who's trying to scare you into selling your coins so that way they can swoop down and pick it up cheaper. So don't be that guy's chump. Don't be that guy's sucker who's going to be like, he's preying on you and hoping that you will sell off and cause the price to go down so that way he can come in at a cheaper price and pick up your coins that you just had to give up. I mean, what kind of sense does that make? But anyway, a lot of this is just common sense. Use your head. Don't think with emotion, or don't sell or buy with emotion. Really think about what you're going to do before you do it. Because trust me, I've made some pretty stupid mistakes myself. There have been times, just like tonight, I noticed XRP was starting to go up a little bit, and I was kind of toying with the idea of converting some of my Ethereum into XRP. But at the moment, for my taste, XRP is not really going up fast enough for me to warrant it. It is up a couple of pennies, but I have to have the willpower not to do it. So just think, guys. Just think before you do something. Don't sell your coins on just if you read it on Twitter, somebody's saying, "Oh, the price is going down tomorrow." Don't sell your coins just because that person told you that. They've probably got no proof, no way of backing up their claim. Just consider the source, guys. Anyway, let's go ahead and start on the charts here. And we're going to take a look at Bitcoin first. With Bitcoin, we started out at about 92.73.64. Ping-ponged around a little bit. We had a bit of a retracement down to 91.23.52. So I'm going to call that your low. 91.21.66 actually your low. And then you shot all the way. That would have been a really good entry point. Because then you shot all the way back up to 92.12.69. And just kind of ping pong pretty much all day. Went up to 92.06 again. So your high for Bitcoin is 92.89.86. Your low 91.19.83. So about 91 to 9,300, let's say, is your support level right now for Bitcoin. When you hit that $93 to $9,400 range, that's when you start hitting that resistance. That's what's causing the coin to go down, because it's not able to push through. But guys, I think like I said last night, if we have another 2017 situation, I think this coin's going to go back to 20K. So let's move on to XRP. Now XRP is actually starting to move a little bit, which I'm very impressed. Like I said a minute ago, I was kind of tempted to convert some Ethereum, but I think I'm just going to be patient and wait. Let me see if this is the one. But I think I'm going to just be patient. Let's see. And wait till I have a little bit extra money because I really don't want to mess with my Ethereum right now. So I would really rather just wait. But like I said, I think XRP is that sleeping giant that's just waiting to wake up. And it looks like it's starting to wake up, guys. We started up the day at about 0.2513, which would have been a great entry point because you kind of just ping-ponged all day long, almost flat. Jumped up here to about 26.5, then kind of ping-ponged a little bit there. And then here you started really, really, really going up, 0.272. And then all the way here. And I think right around here is your high point. That is about, let's say, 28 cents. So you've got a range of about 25 to 28 cents for today. Today, your support level is about 25 to 28 cents. And now we're kind of starting to hit a little bit of resistance. Once you push through 29, I think we're going to hit 30. I'm thinking maybe if we hit 30 cents. Now, in the past, about a month or two ago, we were hitting 30 cents. We did hit 30 cents. I think it might have been this summer or something. But we were hitting 30 cents, and I remember that was a pretty big resistance. And once I was doing that, that's what caused the coin to go back down again. But if I can see that it's 30, 35, 40, once it starts really climbing like that, I think then I might shuffle $100 over and maybe pick up $100 worth of XRP. So XRP, guys, is starting to wake up. I think this could be $1 soon. When, I really couldn't tell you the exact date, but I do definitely see $1 in the cards. And if we get a lot of FOMO going, and if we get a lot of people just knocking down the door to buy XRP like 17, I think this could get ran up to $3.50 to $4 again, guys. I really think XRP is starting to look really good. So let's move on from XRP. That'll be enough for that for today. We'll take a look at Litecoin and then Ethereum, and then we'll call it a night. Okay, here's Litecoin. Okay, maybe make sure I don't hit the damn recording button again like I did last night. Okay, that's what happened last night. I hit the stupid recording button and it cut my show all off. So hopefully this time that won't happen. So guys, Litecoin, we started out about 68.92, retraced to about 67.81, then to about 67.08. Then we kind of just ping-ponged around a little bit. Let's see what this is here. 67.08 is going to be your low. And I think 68.56 is your high. No, 69.07 is your high. And 67.10 is your low. Between $67 and $69. So those candlesticks are starting to really tighten up. I think that Litecoin is going to start consolidating out at the $70 range, and then we're going to start building 80, 90. I think this will be 100 again soon, guys. I'm thinking maybe $80 real soon, and then back to 100, maybe 125. If we have anything like 17, I think back in 17 we hit 360. So this coin's starting to look really good. So let's move to Ethereum. Get this out of here. And Ether's really starting to go up too. Okay, guys. With Ethereum, we started out the day at about 188.32, popped to about 188.90, then we retraced to about 185.98, and then 185.75. So let's say 185, 185.75 is your low for today, and then today your high right around here. Let's say 191. I saw 191.99. So between 185 and 199, 191.99 is your support level for Ethereum. Like I said before, we need to build that support in the 190s. We need to build a good solid foundation. I think once we bust through that, we got a resistance of about 194, 195. The reason we keep going down is because we hit that 194.50, 195. That's what's causing this coin to get that downward pressure. You're not able to break through for whatever reason with the 194, 195. But I think once we hit 197, 198, I think then we'll start seeing a $200 Ethereum. Then once we hit that 200, you'll start really pushing through. I think you're going to see 220, 240. Some people are thinking this coin's going to cap out at about 340. I saw that about a week ago. So we'll have to see what happens. But if this is anything like 17, guys, I think this will be 1,000 again. That's why I don't even know if I'd get out at 300. I mean, hey, I'm greedy sometimes. I like to. I just want to try to make as much money as I can. I'm not greedy, but I don't want to be silly either. So, anyway, guys, I think Ethereum's looking great. Thanks, guys, for watching me. I really appreciate you watching my show. If you like the content, please let me know in the link below or the comments below. And also, please remember to subscribe. I really do appreciate you guys watching. This is CryptoVision 2.0 signing out. Peace out, guys.